Because this software sucks. This will just get rid of the top angle. I've just been having fun with it. That's just been the fun part for me, messing with all this like Streamlabs stuff. OBS Studio, making different scenes and stuff is just cool. Still just kind of warming up, seeing what happens. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. Just gonna have fun. Maybe as long as I'm practicing, I might as well. Be content, right? Just let's try some actual music and see if that's what it is.
洒た夜に流れたメロディーから待ってるのに愛はほどけてゆくいつだってさえ隠蔽したがってるのにフェイクフェイスダンスミュージック夜明けまで踊っているいつだって情緒不安定ないことあることも言っちゃってんだ行き場のないこの世界では稀に見かける愛を信じ続けてる朝食がてらのバカバカしいニュースで誰かが笑ってたその時からなのか知ってる世界じゃなくなっていた本当におかしな人生ねそれでも愛した運命であなたにこの心をハイジャックされた晴れたてぶに腐れるメロディーから待ってるのに愛はほどけてゆくいつだって無理心配しちゃってるふり浮ついた心までの正当化した中で愛を見つけてこれが本当の幸せなんだろうなとか思ったり可愛くなるため頑張ったりその度フラッシュバックばっか浴びてく間に失望感に迫られて守るとか君しか見てないとか言われても信用ないな呼びかけてるのに暗黙に夢中で絡まってるのに愛がすり抜けてくチクタクチクタクと時計の針だけが流れてく置いてかないでね本当は夢見たそうしそう愛現実的には期待はそんでバッドなエンディング来るのもそっちのタイミング純愛なんてさ信じてたのに本命じゃなくて浮気女が洒落た夜に流れたメロディーから待ってるのに愛はほどけてゆくシンデレラストーリー到底違ってるのにフェイクフェイスダンスミュージック嘘まみれに踊ろう 暗かった生活保護でする生活借金はいっぱい毎日毎晩来る電話家を飛び出して集まってきた友達いつかは絶対抜け出すんだこの街12345数える札束をライダーお前のこと欲しいもの全部奪っちゃうよ空にはヘリコプター追われる街中幼い目で見た大量の拳銃稼いだ間に渡すままに恨みはなし過去の話笑えるまで見返せばいい昔は底辺でも今リッチ買い物をするとき値段を見ないで
Might be too dramatic of a tilt to be sustainable.
囲まれ気分はいいね街には俺に憧れたキッズここまで来た人一倍苦労して毎日が仕事でいらないビーチソロオンダウェーブのビートで苦労して生まれ育ちは貧困スーパーコピールイ・ヴィトン腹違いの兄貴と誰にも言えないミッション0歳から住んでる川崎サウサイドの在日韓国人風呂なしの家で磨いた風呂底辺から頂点に引っ越し、yeah、電気や水道ガスも止まり震えるハロウィン神様のいたずらならくれてやるよキャンディーこのバスで抜けるゲット欲しいものすべてゲットレーベルと契約結びほどいてく邪魔なしがらみ煙のボール曇り空を抜ける工場地帯から南の島のオーシャンビュー成り上がってくどん底から向かってる死んだら待ってる地獄生きてる間に天国へ昔は底辺でも今リッチ買い物をするとき値段を見ないで高級車の中差してる木美女に囲まれ気分はいいね街には俺に憧れたキッズここまで来た人一倍苦労して毎日が仕事でいらないビーチソロオンダウェーブのビートで苦労してる沈むように溶けてゆくように二人だけの空が広がる夜にさよならだけだったその一言で全てが分かった日が沈み出した空と君の姿フェンス越しに重なってた初めて会った日から僕の心の全てを奪ったどこか儚い空気をまとう君は寂しい
I keep
目を
throwing the
して
same
たんだ
trick, just like absolutely
なる世界で何度だってさ触れる心ない言葉うるさい声に涙
sort of get locked
こ
in.
ぼれそうでもありきたりな喜びきっと二人なら見つけられる騒がしい日々に笑えない君に思いつく限り眩しい明日を明けない夜に落ちてゆく前に僕の手を掴んでほら忘れてしま
snuck that one in there, didn't we? Yo, it's Shongus. What's good, dude? How was Hawaii? Enjoy a glimpse of tuna. As it should be. Does it feel good to be home? Briefly, since you're coming to visit. Still programming in. Good, as you should be. Sean, I know you don't yo-yo, so you aren't aware of how important this is. I'm very proud of the simultaneous front and top-down cams for yo-yo tricks specifically. This is a very important learning angle, teaching angle, because this is how we see the trick, you know? I figured you as another media nerd would appreciate the multi-cam setup out of the bedroom. And just how janky it is. This is I'll text you a picture of the behind the scenes because this is jerry-rigged to high hell. It is horrendous here. It's like a light that I found in the garage of the house when we moved in. The red one. I think they were growing weed or something because it gets hot. But they have this red light that I'm using as an accent. And this iPhone for the top angle is... Oh, I'll just finish. It's horrible. It's on like a weird bendy arm to get up high enough, and then the mic arm is clipped to the same tripod. It's great. Reminds me of being back in Snell. Yeah, baby. Back KBBO TV. Making yo-yo videos. Once again, back KBBO. It's like where it all began.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Baka yo, baka yo, baka.
Little knot, not a big deal. Hard thing about the top down, be careful I don't reveal any bad hairline situations unknowingly. Is it 2014? Yeah, seriously. Oh no, I just started sweating. It wasn't hot, it's not hot in here at all, and I just like, you know when you like sense suddenly that you're on camera and it's like all of your senses go into hyperdrive? That just happened mid-combo. Ugh. Guys, don't let me get nervous here. Just maybe soothe my anxiety. Oh, that's nice. At that angle? Then you can actually see the whole... That's nice. Okay. Alright, I gotta lock in right here. Stand right here. You should be able to hear me. I don't know. Holler if I need to change the music volume or anything. Honestly, I'm kind of digging this song. Oh my god, that yo is crazy. The proportions on this thing shouldn't work. It doesn't feel like a yo-yo. It feels like one of those things bartenders use to measure shots. If you can really see. Look at the shape of this thing. It's like, it's ridiculous. It shouldn't function, but it does. Also doesn't really want to bind super smoothly, but it's really fun. Like, it's really weird and fun. It's just a trip to play with. I'm sure this is old news to people that actually get new yo-yos regularly, but this is a new to me sensation. I have basically just played whatever Steve sends me in the mail since 2014, and this one never came in my mailbox, so I never experienced it. This is actually the first non-caribou yo-yo I've gotten in a very long time, and I love it. It's the Atmos Butterball. Oh, I love how it makes my tricks look, but I also feel like I'm not good enough at yo-yoing yet to use it properly. Whoa, what are you doing? She likes getting on top of the computer tower and not letting the heat out. What's up, Toga? How you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for tuning in again. What's good, Cyrus? Good to see you too. Oh yeah, I just love this yo-yo. It's so just like bouncy. It's bouncy and it's light and it just like feels like it anticipates where I want it to go. I'm not even looking and it just sort of like, oh, it just feels good. Of course, as soon as I say I'm not looking, that's when I fuck up, but like, oh, it just feels good. Good, glad to hear it, Toga. What's my anchor point? It's this, right? Not quite that turn, it's more like here. Right about there. That's good. Still needs to be a little more behind my shoulder, though. Huh. So maybe we go... Is that closer? Feels like it's a little too far in front of me. I'm gonna figure it out. We'll sort it out eventually. Cyrus, I've been good, dude. Honestly, I've been away from yo-yo for a long time. Not really doing much, and then the last couple of months, you know, life fell into place. The schedule cleared up. It was perfect for a comeback. And I've been just digging being back in yo-yo stuff. Yo, thank you. I've been kind of slowly putting together stream stuff for a long time. And it's still not... I need to get... we've got a black carpet on the way. So we have black backdrop underneath, too. But yeah, thanks, man. I'm glad you like it. It's been nice. People have given some really good feedback on how it looks, so I'm excited to keep kind of streaming and putting stuff out. I need to do real tricks. What am I doing here? I'm just noodling. Picked up my yo-yo recently, kind of doing autopilot tricks. Somewhat meta in tech, but I'm trying to get my tech basic. Totally, dude. Honestly, like, I came back and just started learning all the meta. And that kind of led to, like, oh, I can take this direction with kind of my style and stuff like that. And that helped a lot. Especially for coming up with, like, slacks and stuff. Like, I feel like I needed to learn a bunch of meta slack stuff in order to come up with good slacks. But yeah, dude, it's tech supremacy for sure. Tired of whips. Ugh. Tired of whips. Tired of DNA. Let's get back to our roots. Show me some beautiful Yuki-esque tech. Still ironing out some kinks, obviously. Still ironing out the kinks. Overall, happy with things. Just that. That's it. Here. Still just looks weird because it's not. The camera's like in front of me here, and so it's looking back. It needs to be back here, but It's so jerry-rigged. I can't touch anything or it might all fall over. I don't want to. Yeah, I feel that, dude. I would say, honestly, just start looking for people that you like to watch, think are good. Like, actually, I can switch this up. This video is insane. This video is absolutely insane. This is Tsukasa Namba. So yeah, I would say just start going on a hunt for new yo-yo videos, dude. This video specifically, I was just like, okay, I gotta get back into it. This is insane.
Love sick like a dog canine sensitivity, developing this new theory of relativity, connecting the souls resting in captivity. Positive life sacrifice what it
That's
is
so
for
smart.
history. Only a quarter of a century reality, sitting on the shoulders of a chemistry. See, ain't no mystery. The colors that we mix will set the mind free. Let the blind see beyond harmony. Breathe life in the dead space below where your clouds of doubt. New territory we determine to be. Everything a safe haven is supposed to be. Now it might seem distant, but the time is near when the thoughts stay off, split the atmosphere. Pure sound waves travel semi-infinitely. Plus I see you there up most definitely. Cause a beat plus a melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, 'cause you make me feel good as a person.
Cause a beat plus a melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I am the best, I rip it up with finesse.
Good gracious, every process has a genesis, it ends with the revelation. God bless this opportunity for me to find a voice for some words that have waited for way too long. No wages, small tips on the avenue, never wasted, all hits for a revenue. Haven't
So
you
good.
heard the news lately? Seems we've been living for some times in the purgatory. But yo, I thought I knew what a love song sound like, but I felt a warmer tune in the sunlight. I can still hear it in my room past midnight. Gotta move, take us all a cruise in the moonlight. Sometimes I do forget, oh how much we could easily leave if we learn to let go. The reins that we hold, return to our soul and the spirit that flows. So you see,
Oh, the
on everyday
vlog.
face, there's a million
That's funny.
ways to express definition of grace, but the method I choose my prerogative.
Yeah, that video is just awesome. There's a few different players out of like China and Vietnam that I've learned about since coming back that I didn't know about when I kind of fell out of yo-yoing around 2020, and it's been just mind-blowing. Ooh. Excuse me.
Oh, how I could write a book on how you make me feel. But how about the song that I wrote for you? What I feel like, I wanna put my trust in these simple words for you to feel what I'm saying, what you feel like. Reminisce about the little episodes that we shared together. Remember the time that you told me in the cold night to relax when all I knew was to hold tight. Remember the time that I spoke to a crowd in a full house, realized that you was my ace, I was a joker on the stage singing the blues. All eyes on me and had nothing to prove. But yo, I thought I knew what a diamond shine like, but I felt a sharper love in the limelight from the Queen of Hearts, watching me quietly from the upper deck balcony. Sometimes I do suspect I'm an actor in a well-scripted, lie, divine comedy when I
Alright, Cyrus, or whoever's watching, what sort of stuff do you think would be fun to watch, like live stream wise? Like when you can have the other audience members interact, like, do you want to see like somebody submits a tutorial that I have to go learn and then we sort of like learn through it together? Do you want to see like, I don't know, like reviewing most recent contests, freestyles? Do you want to see like, here's a mount, 15 minutes on the timer, let's see what sort of a new trick come up with? We call it trick trials back in the day. I don't know, I'm just like, I've got a lot of ideas for things, but I'm curious what other people would find interesting even. Like, would you rather I just bring on other yo-yoers to interview, talk to? Like, what is missing from yo-yo content right now? I'm trying to put my finger on what people want that isn't already being provided. I know what I'd like to watch, but I'm just curious if that's kind of the general consensus. I don't know if my taste is a little weird. Probably, who does it, you know?
I be on the move, rolling with my crew, yeah. 朝8時に帰っても休えるホテルのチェックアウト遅れてる吐きそうだし脳もとろく出る朝飯でも漢字読めね読めよ1年ぶりに出る大阪のショー2年前ものなしへ地元育ちから違うよ他の子見たかぬよくおる ain't nobody know
As a kendama player, I'm always mind blown by the string controls Yoda plays. So, I also play kendama. And I think one thing that kendama players are a little behind on, comparatively, is string tension. So like, you'll notice yo-yo players are constantly between tricks, even sometimes as tricks or in the middle of them. You'll see us doing stuff like this, where the string kind of comes off the side of the yo-yo. And that is to maintain good string tension. Like if I do a DNA, right, and the string gets all wrapped up, when I put it close to each other, it's gonna spin like this. And that's gonna fuck up every kind of like slack trick that you wanna do. So, the key to yo-yoing, and honestly the hardest part about getting people into yo-yoing is this barrier to entry of like, you gotta learn how to bind, which isn't really that hard, but it feels really hard when you're learning. And then you also have to like manage your string tension over time. And I think also we're using strings that are like made very specifically to hold big open slacks for string control. But honestly, yo-yoing is so much more about the string than it is about the actual yo-yo. That's the funniest part. Like, whenever people that don't yo-yo kind of ask me like, what's the appeal? It's like, you're making a skate park out of string. You know, you're making a bunch of like rails to grind on and stuff, and then you are the yo-yo. You're just kind of in there skating around on your little park that you made. Like, I love making a cool set of ramps and then just like shredding all of them, hitting all the different angles. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's just it's skateboarding. Actually, you're a kendama player. This will make sense to you. Kendama is so like skateboarding, and this is like BMX. Like you're hitting a line, right? I mean, skateboarding can be more fluid too, but I feel like when you miss tricks or something like that, or like just the very concept of having flip tricks within skateboarding is very much more akin to kendama. Versus cycling, you have to stay moving. You have to stay in motion. You can't like stop and, you know, hit like primo or something like that. I mean, I'm sure you can. Damn. That's kind of how I think about them in my brain. I need to get... camera keeps autofocusing itself away. Oh shit! Wait, so they... bearings instead of beads. So like in the ball itself? Like I've just got this little bead. I guess you can't really see it. It's just like a little clear plastic bead. Back in the day when I first got into kendama, the very first thing I did was put a yo-yo string on it, and like it was kind of a meme kendama for a long time. But we used, and it's really funny now because like back in those days, I think this is the like the length of string that everybody was using. Like you do like 2 fingers under. Actually, that's even a little long for what kendama was at the time. Now you watch videos and dudes are using yo-yo length string. Like the very first time that I played with the kendama, I was like, you could do way more if you had a longer string. What are we doing here? It's validated. What are you doing back there, Iris? Are you just hanging? Got an accident. Yo, Lefty King. Good to see you again. Yeah, dude, I remember. Thank you. It's good to see you again. I used to stream on Twitch. Was I yo-yoing on Twitch? I don't think I ever did much yo-yoing on Twitch. I think I've contained that mostly to YouTube. Maybe, it was probably Hearthstone back in the day, honestly. A 15 finger string now? How do you even count that? Like, you don't have 15. Do you have to literally go like, all right, and then, that's 12. Okay. Like, how do you measure a 15 finger string? That's insane. You need help? Lefty feet. Oh, yeah. Maybe. That would have been a long time ago. That would have been like 9 years, like 2016, 2017 maybe? Like 8 or 9 years ago? That's crazy. Yeah. It's just eyeballs, to be honest. Those impressive eyeballs. If you can eyeball 15 fingers, just having that in your back pocket, that's crazy. Every time I change my yo-yo string, I have to like line it up on my body to know. I'm terrible at eyeballing it. And I've used so many different lengths over the years, it's like I need it to be much closer than I used to. String tension. Extra string tension. Oh. There it is. plan on streaming? Oh, honestly, I would love to get back to doing it 2 or 3 nights a week. You know, now that I've got a decent setup for it and I don't have any friends that live here, I never do anything. It's a Saturday night. I got nothing on the docket, so you know, I'd love to get back into doing it a couple of nights a week. I'm still sort of just testing things out. Like, I don't want to like make an announcement, a true announcement to do it until I've got a few more things like dark carpet on the ground. And, my speakers blew out yesterday randomly, so I need to like figure out audio, a better solution for audio, jerry rig stuff. But I'm just having fun. Like when I'm practicing, if I'm yo-yoing anyway, I might as well, you know, go live, make something out of it. Might be able to farm some clips if I hit good stuff. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'd love to. Please, by all means, it'd be great to join, have more people join. Just it finally feels like I've got other people in the room that I'm like yo-yoing with a little bit. You know? Have you seen some of the new gen kendama string tricks? If not, I can recommend Ben Harold's Fringe Case video. He invented a bunch of new stuff. Sweet. I'll check it out. There's a couple. I don't really watch a ton of kendama, but there's a few guys that I think have blown up pretty virally on Instagram and stuff that their clips come up and I always say them, just they're nuts. There's the dude that does the like blowback trick stuff where he'll be in like Lunar and he'll like blow it back to Lunar and stuff like that. That's insane. I don't know. I'm not like partial to string tricks and kendama just because I'm from yo-yoing. Like I like kendama for what it is, completely separate from yo-yo. So I just like watching. Honestly, I love like good juggle combos, good gunslingers. When people got like insane at gunslingers, I'm here for that. Yeah. Yeah, of course he's from Italy. He's beautiful, isn't he? Yeah, did you go to the Kendama World Cup in Japan last summer? 2024? Because, I didn't go. Hey, stop. Dogs. The dogs are going crazy. I didn't go, but I ended up being there for work at the same time, so I ended up bumping into a ton of kendama people down in, you know, BFE Hiroshima, just out of nowhere. Oh, nice. Yeah, gunslingers are crazy. I'm trash at them. I can't do any of it. I can't even do the juggling tricks in kendama, but when I see them on my feed, it's like, okay, that's sick. Props, for sure. Word, thanks for tuning in, Sean. Appreciate it. Yeah, call me when you have some free time. Don Ricky. Oh shit, I was gonna ask you something. I forgot. Oh, do you know C-Rod? Chris Rodriguez. Hey! YoYo Video Archive, what's good? Not sure to be honest. He was on Kenko way back in the day, and we converted him to yo-yoing, and now he's a pro yo-yoer for good life. But he was like He was really good. I think he was roommates with Daniel Robinson out in Colorado for a while. If not, they were close friends. And he was just big into the early scene. Pre, like, I don't know, just pre-blow up. He was big in the NA scene. But he pioneered, the reason we converted him to yo-yoing was because he was super into pushing string tricks forward in kendama, but he was in the era of the short string and nobody was really into it. And yeah, so he was really big into figuring out like complex string tricks. I think he was doing a lot of spacewalk stuff, and we basically handed him a yo-yo, and he was like insane immediately. Oh shit! I know. Yeah. What's up, good Eves? I forgot about your no DQ channel. I like the edits, dog. Those are sick. Yeah. Okay, so Eves is giving some what is it? Cosign here. You gotta go check out Chris Rodriguez. I think that's his name on Instagram. Check him out on Instagram. You'll see what I mean. And then I'm sure if you Google or just YouTube like Chris Rodriguez Kendama, some stuff will come up. Because I think he was the first crossover sponsor. Like the first person to have been pro at both. Correct me if I'm wrong, but and now he's 10 years into yo-yoing at least, and yeah, we all did get good really fast, but C-Rod especially, like something about his brain was just like yeah, I don't know, maybe in a past life he like invented Cat's Cradle or something, but like he's nuts. He's like a prodigy of strings. It was an interesting time in yo-yo, dude. I'm so thankful that that's the time that we came up in, honestly. Like, when I see what kids are like idolizing now, I'm just so glad that we had the people that we did to look up to. You know? That just that 2010s wave was a completely different yo-yo scene, and I love it. Yeah, I know Adrian. I think I met him at PNWR like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think both sports have just sort of over-standardized for their competitive stuff since then. Hopefully we'll see a return to more artistic sort of stuff soon. I think we're starting to see it in yo-yoing, honestly. You got guys like Emmett, guys that aren't necessarily like super into competing, but they just want to make fun content, just like, make videos, make people laugh, goof off, not look like sad, serious little emo boys yo-yoing in a corner and being like, why won't anybody talk to me? Can't they see the sick tricks I'm doing over here alone? And I like that a lot. I like the idea of like making it accessible just through your attitude. Like if you look like you're having fun, people are going to want to do it. But if you don't look like you're having fun, why would anybody that's never come across yo-yoing even care? I don't know. I think yo-yoers take themselves very seriously for what they do. There's people that are like, I don't know. I don't want to name any names. There's plenty. I could name names that I don't think people would realize I don't like these people. Like, you'd be surprised. Yeah, I think kendama also blew up. Like, kendama's the most accessible skill toy, I think, out of all of them. It is the amount of, like, investment you have to make to get dopamine out of a kendama is so much lower of a threshold than what you have to do with a yo-yo. And so I think, like, just by nature of that, it blew up way faster. It's cheaper. You could get a kendama, you know, a good kendama for $15, and I don't know, like, it makes more sense to people. I think there's not as many like physics things involved, and that you need to learn in order to make it work. It's ball in a cup. Everybody got a ball in a cup. So, I don't know, I think that definitely, just that exploded kendama so quickly, and then it made it, like, they had to scramble to establish a competitive format rather than letting one develop more organically, and I think that pushed things to this, like, really standardized, hyper-competitive, and also just by nature of it, the pond getting bigger, you better be a bigger fish kind of a thing, which I think is good, because I also think there were a lot of people that blew up in kendama when it was in its infancy that honestly weren't really that good at kendama. It was just they were there first, and that's I like seeing that get pulled out by people that are actually talented at it, you know, over time. Yo-yo had the same problem for a long time. There were a lot of people that weren't that great at yo-yoing, but they were making the most noise. Honestly, that's how I got a lot of attention early on. I was actually making stuff. Nobody else was making anything. I wasn't very good, but I made videos for classes and stuff, and I'd stick them on YouTube, and I think that's how people found me. I felt like I blew up way prematurely for my skill level just because nobody else had a camera to make like decent looking videos. Exactly. It's very intuitive. But, you know, those insane tricks are not. In fact, I would almost argue that the hardest kendama tricks are harder than the hardest yo-yoing tricks. It's just the skill floor versus ceiling is very different. Like, I remember when Turner Thorne did the border balance trick in the Japan video, the first Kendama USA Japan video, or maybe the second one, I don't know. That shit blew my mind. It blew everybody's mind, collectively. The border balance flip, and then now I'm watching Instagram clips, and it's like kids are doing that times infinity, and like they're just like flicking them like it's nothing. It's insane, dude. Yeah. So I don't know if you know my personal history with kendama. I dated Haley Bishop in college, and we featured her in one of the yo-yo videos I made, and that's how Kendama USA found her and sponsored her. And then that like blew the fuck up. All the Kendama USA guys ended up like coming and visiting us and like staying with us and shit. So I got to meet all of them, which was really cool. But yeah, I was kind of like very involved in the blow up of kendama in North America back in like 2013, 2014. Little tidbit for you there. Like, I'm pretty sure this kendama is a kenko. Yeah, this is a kendamako. This is a bamboo kendamako. I've got a bunch of them kind of scattered around. But that was my genesis. Yeah, so that's my basement video, dude. That's what got her sponsored. Isn't that funny? I haven't talked to her in shit. We broke up in 2014, I think. So she, see, I started dating my wife in 2015, 10 years ago, and Haley stalked her and shit for a while. So we don't really talk about it that much, but in the context of kendama, that's important. I think I meet a lot of kendama players that started kendama after I did, honestly, that are insane. They're way better than me. I don't really play with it anymore. But it's always funny to like blow their minds with that little tidbit of like, oh yeah, I was there at the start of a lot of this. Yo! Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it, dude. Good to see you. Oh, it's a brother-in-law? That's not important. I'm a brother-in-law. I wouldn't care if people skipped out on my birthday. If anything, it's like nice. Less perception on me, you know? No, I'm just messing around. Have fun tonight, dude. Thanks for tuning in. I think I need a new string. I think this one's getting... not quite. We're good. We're good for a little longer. Holy shit, did I just find this? Tyler the Amateur? That I've been chasing for literally years? No way! What the fuck? Sometimes yo-yoing just sucks. What are you throwing tonight? I've got a bunch of stuff out. This is a Blizzard. This is kind of my go-to. It has been since I got it. This is like, if I'm just yo-yoing and I want it to do what's in my head, I go with the Blizzard. I've been trying out the mini team. I just got this. It's weird. This is a Butterball from Atmos Projects. And then I've got the Boy and the Leaf out, but they don't really look that great in this lighting, so I might switch them out for something else. I don't feel like playing with this, that's for sure. Go back to the Butterball. I don't really know why I stopped, but here we are. Just bought a modern Kenka. That's... See, I don't know Chad Covington. I don't really know a lot of the people within Kendama. But I really liked Kenko. How are the modern ones compared to the old ones? Because this is an insanely good balanced Kendama. The bamboo one, it's just really slick. Daniel, did you rejuvenate your sponsorship or has it been alive and active? It's been active. I haven't been active. Like, the Lodge doesn't ever kick anybody off. It's a small company, it's tight-knit, it's a family, you know? And so when players just sort of decide that they're not super into yo-yoing for a little while, or they want to take a step back, or they want to focus on school or career or whatever, they're like, yeah, do your thing. You know, the more it's one of those, I think pretty much every yo-yo company's like this, where it's like the more you put into it, the more they'll put into you. So, you know, if I'm not making videos or I'm not posting anything or whatever, then I'm also definitely not asking for help getting to Worlds or anything like that, right? Like anything that I do is going to be on my own dime if I'm not contributing. So they've always been, but you know, like, every year for the holidays, they send out like a sponsor box to all their players and just like a happy holidays, we love you sort of a thing. So I'm sure that like inactive players get a couple fewer yo-yos in that, or like, I don't know. Anyway, I just started getting more active again this year. Basically 2020 pandemic hit and my job ramped up pretty crazily. My wife and I bought a house. We got a couple of dogs. Like life just changed really quickly. And then 2022, we were living in Portland. We bought a house in Portland in 2020. 2022 rolled around, pandemic, and we moved down to the middle of nowhere, basically on the border of California and Oregon, but east. I'm really close to Mount Shasta. And so went remote, had to travel a bunch for work. I travel a lot. I've been to Europe once and Japan 3 times and all over domestic US. And so basically just focused on work and home life, and my wife just had a kid, our kid, not just any kid, my kid, a month ago. So he was a month, he turned a month old on Thursday. So yeah, just like getting your home in order. This is our 3rd house now that we've bought. So I was just really focused on other shit, and then I don't know, probably around like August of this year, it all sort of fell into place, and I found myself yo-yoing a lot more again, and I was just like, yo, back at it with the lodge. But yeah, I don't know. It's what you put into it is what you get out of it, you know? I think that's how pretty much every sponsorship works. Maybe somebody like Gentry, he could go dark for a year and still get whatever he wants, but most yo-yo companies are pretty small. They're doing limited runs, small runs, they've got a small team. Yeah. Modern ones are insane compared to older shapes. They optimize everything so much. The cups are bigger. Dude, okay. Yes. I have played a modern kendama. I played one, I think it was, what was his name? The dude you mentioned, Adrian. I think I played his at PNWR 2 or maybe, no, almost 3 years ago now. And it was so, it's like easy mode, dude. The cups are enormous. Everything's tacky. I remember when they first came out with the tacky finishes and everybody's like, that's cheating, you can't use them. Like, and now it's just standard? It's insane. Hey, Aaliyah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Papa Aaron, I know. I'm trying not to talk about it too much, because I don't want that to be everything that I talk about, but yeah, I'm very excited. He's awesome. Oh. Tricks have also gotten a lot crazier and harder because of the new shapes. That's true. That's true. Like if self-imposed restrictions were limiting the overall growth and like innovation within the sport, then I can understand why the technology is cool. It's just like I can't help but feel a little old heady about it, of like, back in my day, the cup didn't stick to the ball for you. You actually had to get your lunars right. You couldn't cheat them with your thumb. Like, I want to go like full boomer on them. Like, I don't know. I remember when like thumb checks were a thing, dude. Like if you posted a clip of something and it was like questionable, you had to like get over there and show like, no, my thumb's not touching that. Like, I don't know. Everybody's hating on bigger cups and sticky. Yeah. Okay. That makes me feel better. I'll try not to be too much of a boomer about it going forward. Thank you for explaining it to me. But I remember at this contest a couple of years ago, I was just like, yo, I could have gone pro at kendama. If you guys are fucking having the designs do it for you, Jesus Christ. Like, I hit a lunar first try on this dude's kendama, and I hadn't played with one in probably 5 years at that point. And I know that that's not anything compared to what people are doing these days, but like, as a non-kendama player, hitting one first try felt like I was like, this is dumb. I shouldn't be able to do this.
NYC, I came a long way. Crack a can of boss because I am. It's been a long day. Family wa dai fima itsumo. Yeah, gotta find me money.
Do you want to see the kendama trick that I made up? The first kendama trick that I ever made up. I guess it's the only kendama trick that I ever made up. Oh, Chris Bosch is insane. Yeah. Is it Chris Bosch 4? It's like, he was Kenko, right? Yeah, Chris Bosch 4th edit is like insane. Okay. So, go bottom cup, you come all the way over, and then you go grab the ball, you pluck the ball. It's the pluck. That. So Chris and Chris, I think were roommates. Chris Bosch and Chris Rodriguez. And it was like, oh, okay, I'll just... This C-Rod, OG C-Rod. Like back when spacewalks were prehistoric. Look at that. Look at how short that string was, and he was like innovating string tricks on that. That's crazy to me. Hold on, my dog's barking. So we took this guy and we stole him. We took C-Rod and we gave him a yo-yo and we saw his entire being lit up. Just like heaven singing. And we knew that we just had to kidnap him. And I think he's the only... Maybe not. At this point, there's got to be other people that have sort of done both. But he was the very first guy to be a crossover sponsor for both. And it's so sick. I be cruising in the room, watching all the data, never do is in my rear view, and every tune I've written in numbers like a pool cue. Cause that's the type of shit I do, bitch. And you the go gotta hug up on the way balls out. Yeah, Nani got to more hard to my game goes on. Yeah, I still my what go while I demo, we gon' go hurt. Yeah, neither one night on the soul, then I try game. I'm in the fast lane. Proper one ball games to the oh, it's gonna speed the meta wa e o kaite. 二度のなしでもやれる俺なら初めは0以下1232増えては減っての繰り返しだけどゆりかごから墓場まではボーザーメゾンボイストフランキュー俺握ってるキースはスペシャルスイートどんな鍵穴でも一致 Cause we both out, yeah 不可能はない yeah Baby won't you come my way And that's We just get it to the T Yeah, we just straight up jacked him from you guys. This is the Chris Bosch edit. Chris Bosch thing. And I was mistaken. I don't think the Chris's were roommates. I think Chris Rodriguez was roommates with Daniel Robinson. But I don't know. Honestly, whatever they were doing over in Colorado is I have no idea. Who was the Dave Mateo? Rest in peace. I remember when he passed, that was a pretty big gut punch. But I remember hanging out with him a lot because he and Jake Weems, the Ken Garden dude, would come out to yo-yo contests and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That, like, yeah. Dave Mateo was to Kendama what Escalar was to YoYo, I think, in so many ways. Like, similar loss, similar, just devastating. Like, the ripples of that continue to ripple outward, and I don't know. That video that I just made, Aaliyah, the leaf one, I realized when I was editing it, I was like, damn, every single one of these ends in a green triangle. I should shout out Paul, like, for ending every trick I do, apparently. Jesus Christ. Shout out Paul for making, yeah, for giving me a way to end every dumb fucking trick that I come up with, apparently. Ryoga's Kendama World Cup. Okay, I recognize that name. I've definitely seen some of his stuff. I know enough and have stayed plugged in enough to kind of see some major results like that. There was another kid that was insane. He was out of Bend, Oregon, like not far from where I live. I live like 2 hours south of Bend. What was his name? I think he won Worlds. What was his name? Or, you know what video inspired me so much to make better yo-yo videos? Let me find this real quick. Not Bonds. Bonds is nuts. Bonds is nuts. No, this was slightly after Bonds. Blonde kid, shaggy hair, wore a bandana a lot. I forget what his... I want to say like Chase or something, but I don't think that was his actual name. Gotta get the real music in there too. Yeah. This video is so good. I know it's vintage, like, and he's probably not doing stuff that would be even close to considered hard these days. But I remember watching... I've probably watched this video, I don't know, 1,000 times? I don't think that's a stretch. This video inspired basically everything that I was doing with yo-yo videos at the time. Like, and it's still head and shoulders above anything that I've ever made. I love this shit. This is the one that has all the Gorillaz songs. Oh. Wait, what? All the color item name tricks are all named after ecstasy pills? Wait. So like red triangle. Dude, that's crazy. That's like coded almost to the point where people our age won't get it. That's some sneaky shit from Escalar, dude. And probably Jason. It's like him and Jason Lee just scheming in like 2003. White Buddha. Although White Buddha feels like it would be like, I don't know, like alt-right coded now. Operation White Buddha. I still can't. Yeah, dude, this video is so good. Bonds Atron, good. Like, that dude ripped too. There's so many names that I'm like remembering for the first time in 10 years right now. It's so cool. But yeah, this Is this in super slow? I don't know why I was tripping out. I was watching videos. That one definitely feels more Jason than Paul. Yeah, I would. I'm not saying Paul was doing anything all right coded, but after Jason tried to sell guns on Facebook, you never know, right? Either that or it's like political commentary after he got back from the war. It's like it's a commentary on the gentrification of rural Taiwan or something. I don't know. This video rules. This is like, I've never seen a better video, kendama or YoYo, that just like vibes. Like makes you want to go do that. Makes you want to ride your bike out to the middle of fucking nowhere and play with a kendama, smoke some weed at the park. Like, you know, get on your bike, go to the bookstore, hit the library, go to the river, go swimming. This is like the quintessential lonely American summer, right? Like nothing to do, get on your bike with your kendama and just go anywhere that doesn't suck. Yeah. I love all the POV stuff too. Like, I don't know. That's what I think helps a lot of it. Is like you're there, you're in it. Yellow shirt, yellow wall's crazy. Should have matched the kendama to the hat. What up, Tim Tam Tommy? Or should I say Bish Fistum? Fish Bishop, the man himself. Fistum! Yeah. POV honestly works really well for YoYo too. It's just, I don't know, like, in the same way that you're gaining something by doing a POV shot, you're also losing something, right? Like, rarely does a yo-yo trick look as good to the yo-yoer as it does to from the front, right? But if you want to learn a yo-yo trick, or if you want to show kind of the cool, intricate, like what's going on behind the scenes, if you will, because a lot of times what you're seeing from the front doesn't really showcase all of the intricacies or the layers or specific wraps. It's like a POV of a yo-yo trick is for yo-yoers. I feel like a POV of a kendama trick is still for everybody. Like it's still democratized. Whereas like if I'm showing you, actually, I mean, I can literally show you here. Like how a yo-yo trick looks from the front and from the top is super different. And sometimes I mean, like, look at this. You can't even see what's going on from the top. But that might be important for somebody that's yo-yoing. Oh, shit. Thomas, you're the first person in my chat to get a message redacted. I've never seen that before. I don't know what you put in there, but nice. Hopefully it wasn't too heinous. I don't know if that really like illustrated my point very well, but I liked having a different video up other than my top-down bald spot situation, so I'm going to put more videos back on. Can I shuffle this? Yeah. Oh no, I don't want Steam to pop up. Go away, Steam. Alright. You redacted yourself? Oh, are you talking about... Yeah, Jensen. Jesus, this is... I'm probably responsible for about 40% of the views on this video. Personally. What's next? Ooh! There's Kieran in the background. There's me in the Seattle hat. Paul Hahn. I think, yeah, this is the Bomb Squad. 2012, I think. Paul Hahn, John Ando. I forget that guy's name. I should know that guy's name. I don't know why I'm such a dick and forgot it. Alex Cato or something like that? Maybe I'm just completely... Yeah, exactly. Welcome to David Ung's apartment before PNWR, Aaron's live stream edition. Dude, it's... You know what I found? Aaliyah, you're gonna love this. No. What am I thinking? Disregard that. I don't know why that name popped into my head. That's wrong. Here you go. Don Ricky, look at this. Watch this. Hold on. This was BAC. I think this was 2014 or 2013. I found this the other day and I was just like, oh no. Oh shit! Yeah, dude, past your bedtime. I'm sorry. Thanks for tuning in. 5 a.m., dude. Well, please, by all means, feel free to join again. It was awesome to have you chat a little bit, hang out, go down memory lane. Thank you. I don't know how to say anything in Danish, but good night. Oh, you don't have to stay. You will get a kick out of it, though, because it's just a bunch of pictures, but when we start getting into the party times, you can see there's Guy Wright, there's Jake Weens. We're doing the kendama off the balconies. Guy Wright. I think he did big stuff with The Pill and in the Kendama world. There's Haley, there's me, there's JT. Escalar, Eebs, Boyd. It was just funny going back down memory lane, man. That was it, really. I just wanted you to see that. Like, a little bit of, like, proof, like, hey, I was there. So you don't think I'm just talking about my ass. But, oh, dude, Guy Wright. Dude. Yeah. Yeah. He's got a juggling video that I think is absolutely insane. 2 or whatever? He's just a savant at things, you know? Let me see. Oh, that's actually... This is a bonkers video. I don't even juggle. I love this so much. Yes, the letter blue. Letter blue is, of course, elite yo-yo video, but this spoke to me in a way that I still can't really articulate. I think he's just the flowiest dude to ever do anything. But once again, he does not look like he's having very much fun. I do think yo-yoing would get a lot more popular if it looked like people were actually having a good time while they were doing it. Yeah, juggling is so sick. There's a couple of guys that, because of the Instagram stuff, have popped into my feed. Like, obviously the Wade Stoken, he's rad. But there's a couple of Japanese guys. And the Dustin Hubel dude that went viral for juggling like 10 years ago with the red balls in that video. Those, like, I just love them. So, like, OG flow, you know? This video inspired me just with fluidity on everything. How to just even make things that are pretty hectic look so chill. Like this video is the epitome of like slow is smooth and smooth is fast, right? Like complex things done slowly but smoothly look way faster than maybe they actually are, and I love that. Hey, thank you. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Don Ricky. Looking forward to hopefully future streams. You'll be back. I'd love to chat more. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Vespeden. Is that Danish? I don't even know if that's how you pronounce the W in Danish. I just know German. They say W's as V's. He's the ideal embodiment of an early 2010s hipster. Like the best example of a 2010s, like, and I mean that not as like he's the best example, but he's an example of the best iteration of a 2010s hipster. Oh, Wes Peden? Oh, okay. Yo, thank you, Don. Appreciate it. West Peden is okay. That makes more sense. That shows how Western Europe cultured I am. I once, okay, JT was here for this too. I was once in a hotel room where people were consuming cannabis in quantities, And Guy Wright was preparing said cannabis to be consumed, and he refused to use a grinder. He just did it by hand, and he ground up this weed with his fingernails more finely and more fluffily than I've ever seen a metal grinder be able to achieve. And yeah, from that day forward, I was like, that respect. That man has got just the hands that can handle anything. What is this? You guys trying to watch Nacho Libre? Got a nerf from TVH. Actually, you know what? He might be the second crossover sponsor to ever happen. C-Rod was the first one to go kendama to YoYo, but I think Guy went YoYo to Pill. I think he was the first. Was he the Ken Garden or somebody who was making pills? I think sponsored Guy to do that. So he's the first one to go the other direction, which is sick. Props for that. Terra, that's what it was. You're right, Terra. Was that Alex's company? Did he break off of Kendama USA to make Terra? I forget how that all went down. Gentry. Baby Gentry, dude, with the mop top. The true beeb flow. Augie? Oh. Augie's so good at yo-yoing. Augie was so ahead of everybody else, too. Bring back Augie, 2026. I know he's still active, but I just don't know where, like, what he's... Like, I've seen him pop up in Instagram threads, Facebook things, yo-yo expert forums, but I don't really know what he's up to. Does anybody, like, is he start a family? Is he still in cheat? Like, I don't know anything about Augie. Basically, after, like, 2013. He kind of disappeared. At least from the West Coast stuff. You've seen him at a couple events past years. He's a dad now. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I've seen him post on Reddit as well. Sweet. Okay. I'd love to reconnect. I was never super close with Augie. Like, I think we've spoken a few times. But he was... Him, Jensen, Tyler, and Yuki were like the big 4 yo-yoers in North America when I started yo-yoing. And so, like, Clint basically was like, if you like the, like, fast tech, watch Yuki. If you like the big body tricks and bangers, watch Jensen. If you want to be fast, watch Augie. You know, and it's like the 4 elements of the avatar. Mir Kim is the first to assemble them all. I don't know. And then within a few years, it was like Gentry, Zach. Let's see, mid 2010s. Who else? Who would be 2 of the other, like, at least North America? Gentry, Zach. Probably Evan. Hate to say it. And I don't know. Oh, dude. There's nothing like one of your OG people complimenting a trick. That's awesome. That's so nice. Mater. Oh, yeah, Mater. Oh, but Mater and Curdy are kind of like two sides of the same coin. Or they were at that time, right? Like they kind of were a package deal. No, Thomas. The one like accolade that I have to my name is that Paul Escolar came up to me at a contest in like 2014 and asked me to teach him ghost rolls. And he said that he never asked people to learn their tricks, but he liked that trick and he wanted me to teach it to him. And I will cherish that moment until I like that's yeah. That's you know, maybe we should all meet our heroes because when I did, it was fantastic. Yeah, well, I mean, same with Augie, dude. It's the same thing. It's like getting the recognition from the guy that probably inspired you to make the trick in the first place. There's just nothing like it. It's insane. That's why when I see younger players now, I'm trying to like give them all props. And half the time, like I hit up Evan, the kid up in Washington that's like crushing it. I hit him up because I was like, how do you do this trick? Like, this is insane. This shouldn't be possible. You're gonna get executed for witchcraft. Like, teach me how you do this. And he's like, that's insane coming from you. Like, I learned ghost rolls before I learned Iron Whip or something like that is what he said. And so to be the Escolar in that situation was pretty weird. And it made me realize, like, you can change somebody's... I mean, that changed my fucking life. So I want to do that for other people too. Whenever I see something like DCam, dude. DCam said some shit on Discord last year. He was like, when I was coming up, JT and Aaron were two of my favorite yo-yoers. And dude, that kid is, I mean, arguably one of the best in the world, right? Like, if we were to argue current greatest yo-yoer, current active greatest yo-yoer, it'd be like Kieran, DCam, you know, obviously the dudes that have won, I'm talking like innovators, right? Like, they've got it all. DCam's up there, at least for me. So to hear that, I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's crazy. But now I'm trying to learn every fucking DCam trick so I can tell him how good he is. Gas him up. Yeah, 100%, Aaliyah. 100%, I agree. It's been like that for a while too, which honestly, like the parasocial level can get a little creepy sometimes. I think that's why we've lost Jensen 3 or 4 different times. Like, it can add a level of comfortability that I don't think everybody's equipped to handle, myself included. Like, I remember kind of starting to get attention, and then like I remember being badgered for tutorials constantly, like harangued online by hundreds of little kids on Facebook and YouTube comments and stuff. It was just like never ending, to the point where I had enough and I had to get off completely. Like, just end it, just stop. I'm sure like people like Gentry and stuff that are way bigger than that too, like, it's gotta be just the worst. Oh my god, John Ando. We haven't even talked about John Ando, dude. John Ando's nuts. Oh shit! Dude, Aaliyah. That might be the best one. That might be, I mean, that's like, is there anything better than that? That's crazy. I don't know how to get that framed and put on your wall, but I'd figure out a way. You want me to screenshot your comment right now so you can frame it and get it printed? That's nuts, dude. That's the literal goat of it all. That's crazy. It's cemented. Yeah, I would hope so. Do you ever worry that you like dreamed it? It didn't actually happen? Because this may sound terrible, I promise he'd laugh at this, but like now that Escalar's dead, there's nobody that can corroborate my story. There were witnesses. Good. Don't make my mistake. Maybe that's the trick. Only say that the dead legends were impressed with you so that they can't. You're like, yeah, he was crazy about it. He offered to suck my toes if I taught him. No, that's amazing. That's yeah, that's like take it to your grave. You can go to your grave now. Like you accomplished what you were put here to do, right? Like it all led to that. Everything after that's bonus. Just call it and go. Fucking R.I.P. Escalar. Straight up. Oh man, okay. I'm starting to get to the point where I gotta go feed my dog, start getting ready for bed, start winding down. Thank you guys for tuning in. You made this really fun. That was like 2 hours that just passed so quickly. King Roger, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry if you're just now getting here, but it's time for me to go to beddy bye. Yeah, old school. It's still on my channel, actually. I think I made it private at one point when I was looking for jobs, because I didn't want them thinking that, like, I actually thought gangster rap and yo-yo went together. For anybody who doesn't know, that's always been ironic, right? I get the feeling people think that I'm like, oh, I'm so hard with all this. The whole point is that yo-yoing is the least gangster thing you could possibly do. So the contrast, the juxtaposition of the two is fucking hilarious to me. It always has been. I need to feed them. I haven't yet. I'm about to cut off the stream, so that's why they're... Huh? Oh yeah, she's playing with me. Such a good video. Wish I would... Oh, dude, yeah, thank you. No, I think that's the whole point. We gotta, like... Nobody that's playing with yo-yos can really take themselves out. Not that they're not dope, they are, but you're never gonna convince everybody on the planet that, like, you're hard playing with one of them, right? Like, it's always, there's just a level of whimsy that's irremovable, right? So, to illustrate that, I don't know. I've had like family members find my shit on YouTube, older family members, and they're like, I love the yo-yo tricks, but why do you have to use such angry music? And it's like, you don't get it. And then I realized that it was going over a lot of people's heads, so now I feel the need to clarify that, like, the whole point is that it doesn't go together. Like, it's like, if it's me and JT making a video, The two whitest dudes in shorts that you'll ever see. Like, yeah, the Tupac is ironic, Grandma. Come on. Yeah, no, King Roger, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry you got here a little late. I didn't really announce this. I'm kind of going live when it's convenient, when it's fun, and I just feel like practicing for right now. And then as I finish out the setup, I've got a rug coming for the floor so that the top-down shots are better, and I've got some audio stuff that I'm figuring out. And once all of that kind of comes together in the next week or two, then I'm going to start actually being like, hey, I'm gonna go live on this day at this time, and we're gonna do these things, and then it'll have a little bit more structure to it. And I'd love to get to the point where I can bring on guests and remotely, like through Discord or whatever. I've got some people lined up. Honestly, some of the people here in the chat I would love to bring on eventually. I've got some ideas for recurring segments, reviewing videos, doing tutorials together, just interviewing people within the industry and talking to them. So, yeah, dude, Thomas, you're on the list. I think you're top 3 on my list. So I'd love to bring you on and just chat, talk about the good old days. I want to do some stuff like this where we're watching old videos, talking about why they're important, or have people that are in chat say, yo, bring on a video. Bring on this video, I love this. Kind of like what we were just doing with Kendama players, where it was like, oh my god, remember this? This changed my life. So there's a lot of just goofing off, yo-yo related, yo-yo adjacent, mostly just a bunch of old dorks that have been friends on the internet for a long time, hanging out and shooting the shit and reminiscing. And if we can pack in some IRL yo-yo happening alongside that, then great. That's kind of the plan as of right now. Yeah, thank you. Oh, you never made it to bed. Dude, just stay up at this point. Where are you staying now? I'm in Florida, dude. That's where were you before? I've been in Oregon pretty much this whole time. I've never. Where did you say? Oh, sorry. I'm staying in Oregon. I live in Oregon. I have this whole time. Thanks, Aaliyah. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your little tidbits. And yeah, that Hajime, that's gonna keep me up at night. That's so cool. Props. I love what you're doing. I love, yeah, everything that's going on for you and YoYo is so fucking rad. Howdy too. Good to see you. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, I'll hit you up privately. We'll talk about bringing you on. I want to do. There's plenty of fun stuff that I got plans for. It's just a matter of getting the right people involved. So I'm glad you were here tonight because yeah. I'm thinking about you. I got you in mind. Good night, you guys. Thanks for hanging. It means a lot that you all tuned in. I ended up watching some Kendama videos and wanted to learn some tricks, so I figured I might as well come back here. Yeah, we transitioned. I think you were the thread that was holding us onto the Kendama topic, but we're all also starting to wind down. It's starting to be bedtime, at least for me. I got dogs to feed, so I'm actually gonna call it. We're calling it. We're ending the stream. But thank you guys, all the new and old faces, for tuning in. This was super fun. I know it was only about 2 hours. We'll plan to go a little longer the next time, and I'll try to put a little bit more notice. Don Ricky, if you want to know when I'm going live next, either, click the bell, whatever. Also on Instagram, Aaron Davis. I think it's linked from my profile here. I'd love to see you in a future one. We can talk more OG Kendama stuff, because it sounds like we were in it right around the same time. Good night, y'all. Yeah, thanks. King Roger, thank you for tuning in from Florida. It's got to be late there too. Have a great night, and hopefully catch you sometime next week.